stuck in my hair. Give me a second, guys. Give me a second. You know me, I'll be traveling a little late, but it's all good. You know, I'm here for it. I'm here. Estoy aquí. Estamos aquí. Estamos aquí, Señor Jesús. Let's see. Let's see what we can learn today. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, right. Oh boy. Let's go. Bounce it, bounce it, bounce it. Okay. Yeah, baby. Yeah. Oops, oops, oops. Hello. Oh, nobody's here yet. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Please, oh, tell me I look cute. Hi. Sorry, I was changing now. But wait, I'm late. I need to. I redid my boarding system. It was funny as hell. Let's go look cute. Okay, let's just do that. Okay, let me go to the restroom. I'll be back. Okay. Hi. Thank you for your patience. Sorry, I had to go. Please. And I found my notebook. It's hot. I guess. Okay, I'll start right now. I'll just see. Can't breathe. Okay, so the title here is I folded for the wrong bitch. Well, it's bish, but you know, I'm trying to be nice. I don't want to jump too up ahead of myself here. So let's not fucking do that. Okay, consciousness. Let's see. Consciousness. It's gonna have hurt you guys. All right, guys. Women holding a heart. This is gonna be hi, good morning, good evening, wherever you guys are at. So our first card is women thinking. Hold on. Women holding a heart, and with the angel of strength. Okay. So far, whoever's in a dark place or needs some type of like recognition, other than just self or clarity. This is you finally straightening your heart, straightening your own karma. 111, awakening. We're close to awakening our hearts again and diving back in. 4-4, change. Or we had to go through this shift consciously. I know for me, some stuff came to me. Hi, I can, but right now I'm expressing spirit right now. You can stay, you can come back and catch me live. I do free readings on here as well. But right now I'm expressing spirit, so I can't interrupt. But you can subscribe if you like, check me out. Okay, Where was I? Shit. I don't want interruptions. Anyway, sorry guys. Again, you guys are diving back in. It's like you guys are taking control back into your own energy. When we don't feed not so much ourselves, but our minds, mind, body, and spirit, somebody else's bullshit will go ahead and bring us down. And I say that from experience. My mom's emotions and my dad's mentality. My dad's is dark. That motherfucker has nothing, and I don't want to tap in more in because there's nothing there consciously other than whatever he knows. Okay. So, to all that pressure, it pushed me in a dark place mentally, which it got really suicidal for those that don't know. So, not everybody's in this space, but some of us are in this space when it comes to either emotion or just thoughts. If not that, just something in our heart that's still heavy. So be very fucking mindful when you make choices and decisions. Be stronger. Yesterday, my own higher self told me to really shut the fuck up already because I was talking too much. Not about nothing really, other than just fighting with whoever, arguing with whoever. That's still giving energy to people. So yesterday, there was a little incident that happened between my nieces and I. We were both running. We were all running because of my little two nieces, and we all hit each other. They fell on top of each other, and my CC, well, she went crazy about it. And I was just talking my shit, which is fine. You can talk your shit in the sense that you're giving consciousness to the person. But when it comes to you really expressing yourself, no. There's a difference when giving consciousness to someone. Or in other words, call them out. Don't be waiting for something to happen because sometimes by us speaking truth, not so much that, oh, well, I'm speaking truth, I was depressed, I was this, I was that. No, that's not you speaking truth. You speak truth to yourself. But when it comes to another person, like my sister, for instance, I'm not talking, but again, it's an example so you can understand what I'm feeling here. My sister's in her 30s. She's like, we're like, what, 5 years apart. And she wants to call me out because I'm 38 and I live with my parents. First of all, little girl, that's what I told her yesterday. Thank you. I was like, what the hell? You're in your 30s too and you have kids and you live with your fucking parents. So why are you pulling me down for it? See what I'm saying? So that kind of example is the same thing. Let me see this. Okay, there. So don't allow somebody else's negativity to have what's it called? Somebody else's bullshit to come and attack you. Because there is someone on the other side waiting for you. Somebody that's gonna be again, they're holding on to their hearts, they're holding on to their energy. And here you are. What's your question, honey? Long as it's spiritual or something, if you guys can be rude and out of pocket, I will fucking block you. I don't care how cool you can be or what. So don't be mindful. So again, by you protecting your own emotions, by you staying in your own motherfucking cocoon, which is either in your home or nobody else's business. I mean, your kids are your kids, whatever, but it's just somebody else's bullshit. You have your own strength, and that's your heart. Okay, don't allow this to really get you down and really cause a fucking heart attack. Because I know I've been feeling that way, and I'm not gonna allow that to backfire and for it to hurt me back. So I changed my routines. I started going for walks. So add more things to yourself, guys. Okay. If you folded for the wrong person or the other person folded for a third party, either way is gonna be karmic. Okay. Are you gonna buy me one if I tell you? Jeremy? Jonathan? Johnson. Okay, so again, there's a lot of abundance in the other side. And that's just how it is. Abundance. I mean, what more do you want? We can't be selfish. We can just be very thankful for being out of this shithole, right? And be intelligent with our mind, body, and spirit. This could also be that you folded for the wrong people. It could be like for myself, I don't want to say I folded for her. It's just that I was really caring and understanding and just being there for my little sister, especially in moments where my mother couldn't take care of us. Obviously, I was there, but the little bitch obviously doesn't fucking know. She just still not retarded, but when a person hasn't experienced the emotions that an empath as a collective has even experienced, these people can't really talk. So when she expresses herself, she sounds ignorant, but yet smart at the same time because it's there. You know, we do have something within us. But when you haven't experienced nothing, my consciousness is like, how can you express something when it's not even yours? If I expressed something, it was because, for one, I'm an empath and I didn't know any better when I was younger. It's a rash. It was because of the heat. And I took out my necklace. I had to when I was a kid, like, you know, rubbing on it. Um, so this is you also picking up your masculine and feminine energy with the abundance that was given to you or that's coming as you start recharging yourself. Again, being in that cocoon is going to help you out to really tie the knot with self and engage and commit to this connection. And it's with your own self, with your own mind, body, and spirit. Okay. And I love you guys for that. So let's see. Let's check your karma energy. And just because I say karma doesn't mean that, oh yeah, we're good, we're spiritual, we're not this and that. We're healed enough to the point where we can operate without the need of the dead or anybody else really taking care of us. All just watching out for us, right? Now we're more social. How do you say it? I can't pronounce the fucking word. But we're more courageous and more awakened to the point where to spirit, awakened to spirit, to which now we can just put mindful. Okay, these cards are really speaking for themselves. Here, I'll let you watch. Oops, my bad, my bad. Okay, so see, opening doors to spirit, being more conscious of self, our own, what's it called? How do you feel about influence on the United States government? I don't know, honey. So as we nurture ourselves consciously about heartaches, things to which, oh my gosh, we were just kids, we didn't know any better, or I was impatient when I was a teenager and I got my heart broken. When you add mindfulness to your own actions, mindfulness, don't be fucking retarded and lacking consciousness, you guys. Come on now. We already know what a real sense of love feels like because you've been loving yourself better or just simply good, right? Or however, with truth, with honesty, with loyalty. Yes, I'm depressed, but I can still love myself. Yeah, see, we have 4, 4, 8, infinity. Everything that you put out there, it comes back. Doesn't matter which way that 8 forms, which way you want to look at it, it's still going to be infinity. Okay, it's still going to be going the same fucking way. So no matter if you put it in emotion, mental, physical, it's going to come back to you. Okay, so attend to the consequences. So the more you feed positivity or caring and understanding, mindfulness, awareness, all the above, shit, it's not gonna be perfect, but it's gonna be very mindful and just patient. Patient with yourself in the sense that I'm growing, not so much maturing. Um, Now that I'm going to my not so much a therapist, but a psychiatrist and a BH behavior professional, is making me awakened a lot more within self in the sense to which now I see where I was trying to conquer the whole entire world by myself. And yes, we can do that, but it could be our inner world by appreciating to what have manifested, no matter which way it went, if it was dark, if it was light and it turned dark. Hey, we have to look at it both ways. I came from a very dark place and it's turning lighter. For other people, it's the opposite. So another example, my brother was born with spinal bifida, and he still doesn't really understand to what she was, why he was born this way. Well, my mother, he used to blame my mom, but it's just him not knowing any better. So my mother would be like, "That's not my fault. This is either just God, maybe you were meant to be this way to bring awareness, to bring something different into the world." But since he's still in that negative emotion, he's not expressing anything. So this is what I told him once, and I told my mom. I'm like, imagine us that we do have everything that works, right? Everything works. But what if we get into an accident that either we have our body part being amputated or we lost a leg for whatever reason, our body part? We have to learn how to live with that. We have to learn how to love ourselves in that space and that, not so much in the moment, but just in general. Okay. So mindfulness. So again, appreciate whatever has been manifesting and mirroring things back to you. Okay? Because whatever has been manifesting is to open up your heart again here. And I'm sensing the Aries energy. A lot of you guys were what's it called? Either attached or detached from your heart space, to which now your intuition is really, really, really telling on you by speaking truth. Okay? Oops. Hold on, I have it. Oh my god. Okay. So keep speaking truth to your consciousness, guys, because if you feed positivity or mindfulness or whatever you need, okay, this is a general read. Whatever space you're in, do that positivity because that's going to help you to tap more into your subconscious consciously. Excuse me. Without the need of meditation for some people. Okay, for some people you do need to meditate and tap into that spirit. So you can go ahead and tap into your heart. Okay, let's see. Mm, you have been indecisive about something, and there have been soul ties, but they were karmic, and it was not for you. It was karmic for them because they lost you. They weren't mature enough to keep you. They weren't mature enough or international. How do you say international? No. Oh my gosh, I can't pronounce the fucking word. But it was not that person. Okay, they're not that person. Could they change? Hell yeah. You know, but we're not gonna stick around and find out. That's gonna be a waste of fucking time. So why even bother? So right now, you continue focusing on yourself and bringing that back to self one more time. Okay. All right. For this part of the reading, can I get a card for the Aries energy? Go. I heard go. Go. Healer of ages and happy family. Yes, look, with these two cards right here, you're healing your ancestors, you're healing what your parents couldn't heal. And look at that. We are rising, guys. You also could have been healing finances in a sense to which maybe in the past somebody had poor wisdom about money, but something about you knows how to make that happen, and it's going to happen. Okay. And due to this healing, even though if you are adopted or came from a foster home, you're still going to be healing because the parents that you came across either are healing or something about that experience, it woke you up in the sense to what, you know what, I could make my own money or I could go to school full time. I could be in this program. I could be in this foster home. I could be in this whatever support system I'm in, in order for me to manifest what I need and what I want in life. Okay, so now you're becoming more conscious and more open about self without the need of being impulsive, right? With Aries energy, being impatient, and just allowing your mind to attract how do you say it? Kind-minded people. Because you do have a kind-minded heart, but your whole entire being is beautiful. Okay, guys? So when this happens and it's been beaten, obviously you're going to be attracting all kinds of sort of things. But once you become more mindful of self, then finally you can withdraw from everything and be victorious towards it without the need of always standing up for yourself other than just speaking up. Okay, 4488 or 8, sorry, infinity symbol. Everything will come back again, but in a way that's going to be more respectful, right? You're teaching your family members, you're teaching people in general, to which just because I'm in the system, just because I'm living here or whatever, doesn't mean that I deserve abuse. And just by you showing up at, showing up for self, this is what's given. And people are going to see that, to which they were hating for nothing. They were acting because of mixed emotions. When people have no consciousness, sometimes our actions do speak louder than words. Why do I feel like crawling on me? Okay. And as you continue being mindful, your fruit basket is going to keep growing and growing and growing. And this just could be your consciousness. Your subconscious is healing. Your unconscious is finally resting to its bestest, to which now it's picking up on the strength, to which now you can finally start taking over, manifesting its finance. Okay. Working on your craft, working on your energy, so you can finally come back home to self and feel like you're actually meant to fucking be here in this world, in this lifetime. Okay? Okay. So let's go ahead and move forward. So that was a good part right there. Let's see what we have here. We have 6 of Wands. This could also be that, people are recognizing to which you never folded for other people, but they're recognizing that they folded for the wrong people. So it's mirroring back. Again, 448. Hell yeah. I love this. Okay. Yeah. See, within time, divine time is already divine time. We already graduated in the sense to which we're already past divine intervention. This is a divine intervention for the other person, for the motherfuckers that are paying karma. Okay. And all we're doing is just watching it happen, even though mentally we're not really waiting for it. In other words, other than just seeing it happen or realizing, oh shit, it is divine timing. I could feel it. I could sense it. Maybe not for me, but for the other person or for people in general. Okay. So be conscious. Be cautious about this, because if you do too much out of pocket just to get them back, you will get karma. Okay. Come on. We've learned from our fucking lessons. We can not be doing too much. My karma will be different, but I ain't gonna talk on shit. I ain't gonna talk on shit, and I'm gonna make sense of it. Okay, without the need of bringing nobody down, other than just speaking my truth. See, I'm speaking out of love. Look at it like a parent. When you're talking to your siblings or a friend or someone, talk to them like a parent. Let them feel offended. I'm not abusing anybody. That's just my consciousness. With enlightenment, with the tower, awaken them. We are awakening these fucking people with our actions. We're awakening these people with our energy. And we don't have to be sexually about it. We don't have to be too vulnerable. I'll just have communication. Spiritual consciousness is not a religion. Religion is not about God, but, huh? Yeah. Okay. Let's move on. So that's going to be lighten up for us. And again, we're awakening other people with passion. It's tough love. You're giving tough love to people, and that's just a red flag. But it is what it is for them. You know, we're not gonna keep folding for people or just fold at all when they're not even holding light for themselves. Like, who the fuck do you think you are? You need to protect yourself. You need to learn how to protect yourself. As a collective, we all learn how to cut ties, okay? Romantically, spiritually, fucking emotionally, whichever fucking way it was, we cut the fucking sword. We cut the cord with the sword. However it was. It could have been sexual connections, promiscuous maybe for some. It don't fucking matter. Okay? But now within time, within speed, we can write this without the need of really protecting us, and just allowing our intuition to guide us without the need of being a fool or anything, on just free and ready to receive, ready to be nurtured, ready to get on with whatever we have on and be magnetic, right? And be like a magnet, just picking everything up and attracting it to us. Some of us will be moving or traveling perhaps, or you just got whatever you have left and you just left, or you're about to leave. You said, fuck everything else, let me just go. I'm gonna take my mind, body, and spirit elsewhere, to which I could be soul searching, but without the need of having red flags around me. Because you being around other people, sometimes it kind of does turn somebody off of just their actions. But if you're gonna be like me, in the sense to which, for me, I don't give a fuck. Let people be. Let people think otherwise. At the end of the day, I know who I am, mind, body, and spirit. So no, I'm not gonna be there feeding something over and over again the same way that everybody else has. No, get to know me as a fucking person. Get to know the collective as a person. We have personality. We have a sense of humor, something within us, right? We do play. We do have an inner child that is healing and understanding to its best abilities. We're not perfect. You know, I'm just better than how I was 5 fucking years ago. And that's just more than enough. Okay? So, cut the bullshit. Get these fucking swords out of your hearts. Why is it three fucking swords? It's because we are overprotecting ourselves. Okay? We are tired of these lessons. We've learned our lessons, okay? But some of us are still wishing upon a fucking star. And I get this because we have been alone. You know, we feel so much, so deep, that it's like, okay, well, where's my soulmate? Where's my loved one? Where's this? I keep coming across these fucking people that subconsciously are not saviors of God, is what I'm hearing. And just fucking people that all they do is just pray, pray, pray. I'm sorry, but you can pray all you fucking want. But if you're not feeding your spirit, then why the fuck are you here? Go ahead and be bothered. I'm speaking truth. You know how many people I've come across that say they're spiritual or they have intuition? All right, but what are you doing to feed onto that intuition? What are you doing? You ain't doing shit. And all people are doing is just praying. I'm sorry, but that's not going to do anything for you. When it comes to your spirit, no. You don't sit there and pray, which you can. I mean, don't get me wrong, do what you want to do. But at the end of the day, it's not spiritual. Praying is not spiritual. It's not. Prayer is something else. It's gospel. It's no. I'm, I am who I am and I see things for what they are. The world. See, the world is not completed because this person is still missing. Or your other half. It wants. Yeah, you've been patient enough. So what you did was just go back to home to self, which was bringing in the masculine and feminine energies back to yourself. So you're not communicating with the universe, you're not communicating with nothing other just you building a structure or just reforming your what's it called? Ah, foundation. Okay. So don't be sad, be vulnerable about things with self and the universe, to which it's gonna nurture you emotionally. Okay. So continue being this queen of cups, Even if it turns out to be karmic, still go for it. You know, the thing is, you know who you are. Be a daredevil. Go stir some pots if you want. You're not gonna get no karma other than just teach a person a lesson. So let's do that. But also remain quiet. Okay, remain quiet in the sense of when it comes to love for another, or when it comes to self-love, or whatever it is, you know, whatever it is, keep it quiet in the secret place to which people are not taking your energy. Okay, I do want to do another for Aries energy, not for the sign, this is more for the energy itself. So let's see that. Let's see how that works. All right, for Aries, okay, we have the Eight of, what is it, Swords? Why do we get the Swords here? Okay. Consciousness behavior. Okay. Somebody did a ratchet move. They did a ratchet move here, to which now they're in nostalgia. They could have been really impulsive about things that they didn't have time to think twice. They just took an action. They thought you were slow. Somebody thought here that you were fucking slow. Why do I feel somebody crawling on me? Oh, are you irritating? But yeah, somebody thought you were slow. They're awakening, or they're woke. They're woken, you know, they're just becoming more conscious of, oh shit, you know what? I chose the wrong person. This person is out of, either out of storage. This person is out of storage. Yeah, they've been misled. They've been misled. They were misled. Yeah, they were misled by a third party. They made themselves look like they were spiritual, or they were in love with them, infatuated. Sometimes when you pray for some things, you guys, it's always going to be a lesson. Because if you don't follow your intuition, oh, then you know what? This is what I prayed for. But God or the universe is telling you, yes, you might have prayed for this right here. But what if I give you this right here? It will be a lot better. Look at the abundance. Even though it might be a red flag for whatever reason, it's your beautiful red flag. Because she or he is going to be the one speaking on behalf of spirit. Somebody will have that energy, but you, sir, you masculine, will go ahead and have the, you might have the power of prayer. Maybe you have the energy to carry the cross, you know, to carry God or whatever. And then you two come together and bring truth and bring light into human consciousness, spirituality, and we have Christianity or whatever fucking religion you guys all have, and bring those together and bring light to whatever religion that's out there and it's being betrayed by the word of God or the word of God, not by the word. Anyway, you get what I'm saying, okay? Oh Lord. So somebody's gonna be giving recognition to which, wow, I prayed for this, but you know what? It's not fulfilling. It might have been impulsive. It was not this person. It was the third party that they came back full force, full energy, but they're just as slow as they thought of you. But you're not slow. You're just taking your time to process the light, to process the roses, to process the energy, and just understand that you are who you are, and you're not going to stop for nobody. I'll just let people take actions and hold them accountable for it without the need of, excuse me, betraying yourself, your courage, or your strength. Okay? Because you already know about manipulation or self-sabotaging, or you just learned from it to the point where I'm not going to hide anymore with the moon card. I'm just going to communicate. Gemini card. Okay. You're going to be communicating collective. And you're going to be very nurturing to the point where it's going to be fiery. Okay. It might not be, how do you call it? Like study, like you're not going to let people study you. You want people to get to know you. And you're going to close doors. Okay. When it comes to your high priestess energy, yes, you're going to go ahead and just shut the shit up and boom. You're going to find another way. You're going to be flirty. You're going to be very open, courageous, and then bang, let's go for drinks. And then voila, sexual activity happens. Maybe the attractions, maybe you're opening yourself more to sexual activity, either with self or just simply with someone else. Especially women, I don't want to say just women, and I don't want to pick sides, but some women have dealt with self esteem with some men just because they're insecure, that now is women's turn to feel sexy without the need of showing too much on just being in their rooms, in their bedrooms, showing up sexy, whether, man or women. Why am I going to be expressing myself that way? Is what it's saying when I know this is not how I am. I know that I'm sexy and I'm this when it comes to my actual soulmate, my partner, not just a random person like this one right here. You want somebody that's going to be taking care of you in the bedroom, somebody that's going to be really there and take care of it and not just be all drunk or just high in substance, just to have a good time. We can be passionate, we can be fiery, we can be woken up, to this new experience without the need of the ties. I'll just have a great fucking time, enjoy each other's company without the need of the labels of the title of the commitment. I'll just bring in the energy into the bedroom and that's it. That's fine too. But you people need to allow yourselves to be this flirty person and fiery in whichever way. Maybe some of you guys are romantic. Do that for yourself and do that for the other person, even though the other person might see it in a sense of like, oh my God, that's just too much. So, for instance, if you ask me out on a date or just for dinner, hey, I'm cooking, come over, and I see that everything's really romantic, and I'll be like, ooh, this is pretty. That's just me though. But I'm not gonna feel weird. I'm not gonna sense nothing like more activity other than just what it is. This person is very romantic, and that's just how their persona is. So it's another consciousness here, guys, that you have to add yourselves and just be conscious of. Some of you guys, collective, okay, we are romantic. There's other people that are not, and that's fine. But you still express yourself because you like candles. You like, dinners to be a certain way or whatever. It's just how you are. If this person feels weird for whatever reason, just let them feel weird. You continue being your sexy self, your romantic self, and let it be a boring ass motherfucker, but good in the bedroom. Okay? All right, guys. Well, thank you for watching. Besitos. And I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.